much for taking the time to
Oh,
speak about Buenos Aires.
oh, well, thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Well, so I wanted to start with the first question. Murder in a Small Town is about to premiere in Argentina, and I'm really excited to talk to you about it. If you had to introduce the series to someone who's never heard of it, what's it about?
Well, well, the title of the show sums it up, really. It is Murders in a Small Town. It's a detective show set in this idyllic place in British Columbia, a fishing town, and it's centered around a detective and a librarian who fall madly in love with each other, and halfway through their lives, find that passion that we all hope we get to experience in our lives. So it's a love story and a murder story.
I learned that your father spent decades trying to bring the Alberg novels to the screen, and that the first episode, The Suspect, is dedicated to his memory. How does
Yes.
it feel knowing that you're the one who finally brought Karl Alberg to life?
My father was attached to this project 30 years ago. And when I auditioned for it and then found out that I got the part, I told my father about this character that I was going to play. Then he rang all these bells, and he made the link, which I had no idea that he had this attachment. Because, as an actor, certainly an actor of my father's caliber, you attach yourself to a lot of things, and some
Yeah.
things go and some things don't. This unfortunately was, they were going to make a film of it, and it never happened. But he had great affection for these stories, and he was going to play the lead suspect in the first episode of our show, that character. But this was it was the year we shot the first season, the year that my father passed away. So he never actually got to see any of it. But he was so happy that I got to participate in bringing this to life. And but yeah, it's funny how life goes. That these
Yes.
links that just seem to come.
Unpredictable.
Yeah, it really is. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And like getting into your character, that it's so interesting, so empathetic, so different to the usual detectives we see on screen, maybe. What do you think that it's Carl's superpower to be able to discover each crime?
Yeah, it's that empathy. I've played a few detectives, and to be perfectly honest, when I got the audition to play this, not knowing, what the script was or that there was this link with my dad, I was quite reluctant just because of that. It was a detective show, but it was that thing about him that I love so much, which was that he was somebody who got the truth out of people, even though sometimes they did awful, awful things,
Yes.
because he had such empathy and curiosity. He was an interrogator that made people forget that he was a police officer. He was somebody he is someone who doesn't want to intimidate to get the truth out of people.
Hmm.
It isn't about brandishing the gun or showing the badge. It's not about that. It's not about wearing the uniform. It is
Hmm.
ultimately, he is somebody who lives by a code and will exercise the law. And people who've committed a crime, there are consequences to that. But the
Yeah.
reason why he does his job is because he has a fascination in the other human. And
Yeah.
and so that gives me a lot to play with instead of being
Yeah.
the boss and the intimidator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can definitely understand that from the character. It's a really profound character.
No,
And
thank you.
I'm now going to like the love story that you were telling me about.
Yeah,
Carl and Sandra seem to like see the world so differently, yet their chemistry feels like incredibly natural. Like,
yeah.
how do you pull that off?
Well, I was very lucky with a partner like Kristen, who from the moment I met her, I knew she would be a lifelong friend. There's this complicity, and I don't know. She turns me into a little kid. The first time that we met, I just laughed all day long. So there's that. When you have that, it makes the job quite easy. Makes you look forward to show up every day because there's less
Yeah.
acting involved. You get to just be. But yes, this opportunity to play two middle-aged characters who kind of fall in love with each other the way, teenagers do, but with
Yeah,
that passion, that fire, although life has broken them and they could very well be jaded, but they let themselves go on that ride and that ultimately will change their lives and make them become the best versions of themselves, make them be the grown-up kids, the more the the all of that. It's quite rare in a detective show which has to follow the formula of the whodunit to have that opportunity to actually go into the life of the character, the very reason why he chooses now to live. He used to live for his job, but now as the years will go by, it's very
yeah.
much living for the person that he loves.
100%. Yeah, I definitely feel it's a really love story.
Yeah,
So super interesting. And another question was like, in a small town where everyone thinks they know each other,
yeah,
no one is quite who they seem. Do you
yes.
think murder in a small town is really asking us how well we know the people around us?
I mean, certainly, there is that element. The fact that we all, I guess, the story needs people to carry
Right.
secrets. Otherwise, we don't have a murder show. But yes, there certainly is that element that that we all carry our secrets. We all deal with our traumas and sometimes very decisive ways of vengeance and cruelty, but it doesn't come from nowhere. That is what that character that I play tries to be. It's that bridge between what we show and who we are. But then again, you are not also only what you did. So just because somebody has committed an awful crime doesn't make them just a monster. And even though we have so little time in our show to tell these stories, I hope there is enough there to see that people are human, although what they did was monstrous.
Yes, and you can definitely, well, me that I've seen the series, you can definitely see that. Yeah.
Okay, well, good. I never want. I don't see the show. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so that would be all. Thank you so much for
Oh,
your
well, thank
time.
you.
It's been a pleasure speaking with you. Thank
Oh,
you.
pleasure's mine.
I hope you come to Buenos Aires.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Thank you.